Hello and welcome back to Playtup, this time with me and my buddy Slade. I am Luce, your resident, legally distinct fey creature, and I've actually downloaded a few mods at Slade's recommendation in order to get things going. The levels I've gotten from when I played with Damien are still in effect, so we can definitely start here. Alright, I've started up. Let's see here, anything look particularly promising to you out of these?
Hmm. Well, none of them is boba tea, so I should be able to do any of them. Uh,
Please no hot dogs, those were a nightmare when I played with Damien.
oh yeah?
Yeah, we completed it once and we agreed and never again. Feeling kind of tacos actually.
Sure. I'm not sure if I've done those yet or not. Let's see.
I think these are modded ones, so I genuinely don't know.
Chop pork, put in a shell and serve.
Oh, they now have the number above show how many plates are left. Not
hmm
too bad,
Uh,
but good to know.
that's one of the mod things.
Ah, I see.
Okay, I guess it's chop and then cook. Are we? Huh? We're making bacon.
Oh, I see. They both wanted one. I forgot that.
Oop. Messy, filthy cats. Messy.
Oh yeah, my understanding is that rabbits are also very clean animals like cats.
Yes. Well, other than the pooping everywhere thing.
That's true, yeah.
I figure this one's a good one. Plenty of space to
Oh yeah,
jam in a small kitchen and pass over for handing you the plates and stuff.
that sounds good to me. Do you want to handle the floor or the cooking?
Ah, the cooking.
Sounds
Like
good
I
to me.
squeaky cook for a reason.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was better doing floor with Damien, so it's probably best to stick to that.
Mm. No, that works out great. I'm absolutely wretched in front end. Yep, that looks about right.
Big fat tacos, oh big fat tacos, big fat tacos, so big. Alright, we just take this another mod, just phase through the doors.
You can go through any of the walls, but only during prep.
Oh, I see. I
This
guess
to
that
make the
makes sense.
prep part
Oh
easier
yeah,
and
I
quicker.
see. Yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Oh, and you can also go, I'm a ghost. Ooh. You go out of bounds, it sticks you back at the door. Okay, that, and that. Down out there, put finish stuff on. And have the sink there for dishes if you want them in any particular spot. I don't know your preference on that, so I will leave that to you. And then this can live in the office.
Are we all set?
Yep. Of course, it had to be with Hobbs. Okay, step one, definitely a workstation or a knife. It looks like a little three thing. Does this count as one serving or as three?
Seems to count as one serving.
Hmm.
Right, tacos are fairly messy food.
Pretty much all the food is messy food.
Yeah, but some are a little less than others. Like, I don't know.
Hmm?
Oh, I was wondering what was standing on. Alright, so they're here instead of outside. Let's see here.
I
Plates I'd
thought
like
they
to
should
buy
be
right
outside.
away.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a setting for it in the preferences, I want to say.
Ah, makes sense.
Let's see. Options. Preference system. And somewhere in the preference system there. There should be a thing for just making them line up outside instead of being all over the inside of the place.
Makes sense. Any in particular you're looking for, or should I just buy the plates? Because the plates are usually one I like to get right away, just because 8's kind of a much better number to work with.
Yeah, if there'd been a research bench, then I might have been like, I don't know, but didn't give us one this time, so meh, plates it is.
Sounds like we're in good shape then.
Yep. Just need to see about getting a workstation or knives. Workstation or knives. Like I turn that thing around, I keep getting stuck on the corner.
And it's closing time.
Well, there's two for you and two for me.
Nice. Works for me. Research desk, you like that one, right? Here, I'll let you buy it.
That is a very essential one.
Yeah, it is. I, yeah, I usually put it in storage if we can't buy it right away, or if I want to prioritize the plates first.
Let's see. Where's it hiding the rest of them? Sink and a hosting stand. Okay. Should probably check for the preference thing. It is so annoying to have them inside, especially considering we have to hunt around and find out where they even put them. I don't think I really need a different hob for these, so maybe I'll throw in a sink to see if we can get you a better one of those.
Yeah, might not be too bad. Let's see here. Mod preference. Under mod preferences, you said?
I think it's under the options, and that has a preference system at the top. I think it's in that one, or it might be in. Oh no, there we go. Uh, Options game. There's drop letters inside. Turn that off.
Alright, there we are.
Sweet.
What's a
Now they should
hosting
start going
stand?
outside. You have to bring the customer over to their table. It lets you pick who's going to go on what table, but it also means that you have to go deal with every customer when they come in because they won't seat themselves.
I see. Good for
Mm,
thematic plays, but
yeah.
time to grab a table just so we have a bit of a buffer here.
Sure.
Yeah, keep the entryway open. With 3 tables, we should be in good shape.
I just partly do that because it's easier to get to the customers that way when you don't have a corner space you have to deal with.
Yeah.
I've played maybe a lot of this with a lot of people that play front end.
Well, I won't complain.
This stuff's pretty freaking messy back here too. I just cleaned that. Come on. Hob. Damn you, Hobbs.
Right, I usually like to get the mop at some point for that same reason.
Yeah. They can get a little like that.
The Roombas are okay, but I've had them glitch out on me a couple times.
Plus, they just go where they want to. They don't really, I don't think they can prioritize. Could be wrong on that, but I mostly just remember them being like, I'm gonna go this way right now. And I do love having the sink on the other side of that. At least gets rid of one of the spots of mess they can make.
We are psychic. We know you're going to order from this restaurant with only one thing to order right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Technically, we can also put this thing onto Twitch mode so that your viewers can actually vote on stuff that they want to have us do, like which one of these we pick.
Sure, I can set it to that. I think I have to go in the menu though first. Want fish tacos or the discounts?
Getting entirely separate main is a bit of a pain in the butt, but it does make it give us a bit less groups too. But the other one is just plain not really screwing us over as much. I think just the cooking the one thing is probably still a good idea.
Alright, I'll go with that then.
There we go. Everything nice and outside. Oh. We forgot to actually research the thing. Oops.
Whoops, that was on me. Yeah, I should have been doing that.
That's all good. Well, nothing there's particularly amazing anyway, so honestly, we can just go again.
Sounds good to me, and I guess I have to be on the menu to activate the Twitch integration.
Dude, I thought there was a thing in the pause menu for that.
I thought so too. Let's see here. I can take a look next time we hit a break.
Yeah, that one's not as crazy necessary or anything, so it's not too soon. Oh well.
Yeah, we don't have anyone watching right now anyway, so it's not a huge loss. But who knows? I was surprised how many people were watching the last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not sure why. Clearly you're just very charismatic. I'm extremely jealous.
I don't think I'd say that's the reason, but sure. I know. I could see some popping in being like, that's a game you don't see too often on this.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And given the second one's supposed to be out sometime, I could see people being curious.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing ads for the second game, which I think is a good sign.
Oh yeah. Given what they have to work with the first one, I'm pretty confident they can do a good job on it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Aw. Too Slade. Almost had it.
Yeah, sorry. Let's see here.
It's
Oven.
Well, it's a good extra sink to have, but it doesn't really do anything about making the current one better.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Might be good just
upgrade
upgrade
it
the
into
other
a power
sink.
No, I mean this one we can upgrade into a power sink.
Oh, we can?
Yep.
Sounds good to me
Possible
then. I'll just
upgrades.
upgrade it then, yeah.
E. Uh,
Anything you need out here? The oven, maybe?
Tempting as it is, no, I think I just need to stop using this one. Because that makes a billion mess.
You could also upgrade. I think upgrading the hob also helps a bit if you want to go that route.
It's not so much that it makes it less, it's that if you have one of the quicker ones, it's just cooking quicker, and if it's not running as much, it doesn't make as much mess. It's still quite capable of it eventually. I see you, Finn. Don't go attacking Ray. Crazy cat. Weh.
The power sink's gonna be a huge upgrade, I think.
Oh yeah, those things are amazing.
Yeah, I remember how often I loved getting them before, so.
Hmm. A little bit of lag.
Big fat tacos, oh big fat tacos, big fat tacos, so big.
It's going pretty good in the previous couple of days. I wonder why it's been a bit more choppy now. Now it seems to have pepped up again.
Clearly just need to warm up.
Guess so. Runs on the hob ought to do it. Drop in frame. There's just the game itself. Kind of.
Game itself.
Okay.
Frame on my end, actually.
Mm.
Close attention to that. Sometimes it cleans up. It's very rare that's like last night where it was absolutely unplayable.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll have to pay attention to it.
Show the technology. Okay. Just have to trust that the stuff I'm doing is actually working properly and pay no attention to when it looks like it's gone crazy.
Alright, looks like this is the last order of the night, and it's easy. Now, as we have mixed feelings when it comes to adding to the recipe, because more recipes is pretty nice, but it also, like you said, it's also a lot more to have to worry about.
Yeah. Generally, the simpler you can make it, the better. Hmm. On one hand, them not making messes out there would be kind of nice, but Mop also takes care of that. On the other, we have decreased money, so the increased money would be kind of nice too. Hmm.
Yeah, more time and patience isn't too bad, but decreased mess means I don't even have to worry about cleaning, and that's a huge so I can focus on other stuff.
Hmm. We'd have to hit the last one for no messes at all, but decreased is still pretty nice.
Oh yeah, plus bonus patience and delivering food. Although I get, no, if I want to increase patience, exclusives better because queues are a lot less frustrated. Especially
Yeah.
that last one. That last one's actually pretty powerful if you can avoid the outside queue running out.
Yeah, pretty much. Until it's raining and it decides to go ha 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 fingers everywhere.
Unfortunately, yeah. Although still it is nice to not just have the table patients just straight up freeze where they are.
Hmm. It's like, oh, there's someone outside? Oh, I'm perfectly happy to stay. Well, both of these sound very odd for a taco place, but I guess we're either an exclusive taco joint or a formal taco joint. Put on your best suit before getting bean all over it.
Alright. We'll make it a hoity-toity place.
Hmm. Hmm.
That might be better tile for the kitchen, actually, now that I think about it.
I would absolutely love that in the kitchen, yes.
Yeah, the power sink is really, really nice. The wash basin's okay, too. I'd say it's an either or for me because both are straight upgrades, really.
Mm. Let's see. Well, one of these will go nicely in here, so we can get it later. Mm, it's fine, we put them there ourselves. uh,
A bunch of the
let's
decorations are warning flammable, but I find it's actually pretty easy to avoid fires in this game unless you're really pushing it.
Yeah, generally so. I could use one here anyway to make it not make mess.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Precious flower.
Can we actually afford that one?
Yeah, we can
Oh, we
actually.
can.
That would
Yeah,
bring us to
damn.
the 3 bonus.
Hmm. How pretty. And we have the statue in there, so we can get 2 more tomorrow.
Nice, nice, nice.
Or the day after, depending. We'll see how our money goes.
I can't think of too many formal taco place or exclusive taco places, but then again, I guess I can think of a handful of taco places that aren't like fast food, for example, so we could probably qualify for that at the very least.
Hmm. As long as they pay no attention to my looking like a rather trashy cook. But then again, I suppose you are going around in the, bunny outfit, so clearly we're the Taco Host Club, I guess. Bro, good.
I already have the queue outside, but that's fine. We have increased queue patience. Oh yeah, this is so much more convenient. We're a bit short of the statue, but I guess that's okay. We can do another night if we have to.
Hmm. And we won't be able to get the 6 until next time anyway, so it's not too bad. Huh. It really wants to give us fish tacos, huh?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about advertising there, because well, more customers is more money.
Hmm. That's also more of them sitting in the queue.
Yeah, although I suppose we do also have increased queue patience to deal with that.
That's true.
Grab a sip of my drink before we start the next round.
It's a good idea. Why is the chocolate milk always gone?
At least the fish tacos are listed as being worth a lot of money.
Hmm. Oh, and give it a try. We'll just have to be on top of what ones we need.
I'd have to pay attention. Well, it's my job as front to make a note of that anyway. Alright, so I have to fillet the fish.
Yeah, which means I'm probably going to end up. Well, no, I guess the flaying doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make any mess for it, but you never know. there, and I can live there, I guess.
Alright, hold on, let me open the Twitch integration here.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have the statue and can't afford it yet. So can't do anything with those. Now Finn's meowing out there, hoping to get into someone's room.
It's making me do the whole verification thing.
Hmm. Kind of look over to see if anyone had said anything, and he was in the middle of giving me an ad instead. Guess we have ad break.
Unfortunate, but I guess a good time.
Yeah.
Alright, I've allowed the voting, the poll, and all that.
If I remember correctly, they might be able to do like a /visit thing to have their name show up on one of the customers per day too.
Yeah, that has something like that.
I don't know if that's in the same part of the same thing or not, but I know that's a thing I've seen.
Yeah, it's still here. Chatters can type !visit to appear as customers, as well as !vote 1 or vote 2 for the
Right.
votes in here.
Yep.
There's also Halloween integration, but I kind of don't. We did that with Damien, went back at last year's Halloween, and it wasn't particularly fun, honestly.
The Halloween one's interesting. It's
Yeah,
definitely a very different experience. The music was awesome.
yeah. Plus, although even the customers get those neat little costumes, which is always neat.
That too. So, question. Shall I offer a suggestion to give you more efficiency?
Sure.
There. There. And not you. There. Now you only have to go from here to here.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. Sorry. Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
Mhm.
Alright, I'll give it a go.
That's the kind of setup I usually see my friends doing. Sounds like,
It's
I
a
bet
good
this
one.
will work.
Yeah, it's a better idea than whatever the crap I was doing.
Just doing the general on running over to the tables. Just one of those, and... Oh, sweet. Okay, I don't have to actually fillet them, they're just already filleted. Nice. That makes that way easier. The fish are actually easier than the friggin' pork ones. I feel kind of silly for having not taken it in the last one now.
Excellent. One fish, one pork. Here we are.
Yep.
Two fish. Yeah, I now actually have to pay attention to what everyone's asking for.
Yep. That is an unfortunate part of the accepting new recipe things.
One fish taco.
Try and keep those alternated and just keep the counter fresh at all times.
Two porks, so we're good. Oh yeah, it also means I don't have to worry about those messes on the outside either.
Yeah.
Two porks. Oh, excellent. One of each.
I guess that makes these ones ours.
Indeed.
Silly, forgot to pick up yours.
Ow. I'm sure I could have it between meals. After all, you get a lot more leeway when it's post to closing time.
This is true. But also, we own the place, so
Oh yeah, we should buy the statue.
yes. Can sit it there and make it stare at the customers.
Okay, extra money per item delivered. That's gonna add up well. What do we upgrade next? Microwave?
Microwave's already as upgraded as it can be,
Oh, yeah.
but this stuff already cooks fairly quickly, so it wouldn't really make a lot of sense, and it can set on fire. It's at the dining table, honestly. See if we can get one of the extra money dining tables out of it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I've tried the dumbwaiter a bit, and it kind of requires... It's a bit tricky since it requires getting at least two before it even does anything, so it's gonna be a bit of RNG no matter what, just invest. The only time
Yeah.
I ever liked using it was when we had that dessert plate thingy, the one that puts on your what's it called? You put on a wedge of wood rather than a plate.
I think I remember that one. I forget which thing it is, though.
Yeah, it's a
Might have been
cheese
like a
thing.
fish thing or something. Oh, cheese thing, yeah. Yeah. I know I'd seen it before. It's just like, wait, what thing was that again?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure the moment the stream ends, I'll remember. Oh, shoot! That was a blank the whole time.
What was?
I said, knowing me, I'm probably gonna be. Oh shoot! That was blank the whole time. All right, we need another bacon, another pork, please.
Yep.
And of course, they make the biggest mess ever.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose when you make a restaurant for smug bastards, you get a bunch of those.
Yeah. I just love the fact that when you do the dishes, the water spray makes the mess get cleaned up over here.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Very, very nice. I may have been relying on it a little.
Another, yeah, yes please.
Man, if only we could just replace it with the fish tacos. They take less effort.
Yeah.
Preemptively get one of those ready. Oh my god, literally everyone's wanted those today. These fish ones have just been sitting there waiting all day. Then again, I suppose no health inspector is going to be able to do anything about it anyway. You already
Oh,
have a
someone
mouse
wants a
running the
fish.
kitchen. Oh, finally.
Now we just have to hope it's not the fish from the movie Airplane.
That would be pretty bad.
And the nice thing about it is that one's a timeless classic, so people will always get the reference.
I don't think that one's really going to help us. Can that turn into anything else?
What's a hibachi table?
It cooks like a slow hob. Oh, you can cook it at their table.
I see. Well, I'm gonna just take the mop with me.
Yep. Miner doesn't really help us at all.
I could have
Pretty
upgraded
good
to
on
gold
Saints and
mop, but
Hogs.
why?
Hmm.
Faster, I guess.
Let's try again on dining table, I guess.
Sounds good to me. Two people want fish tacos.
Wow. Not surprising. Happy, but surprising. Oh god. Oh god. Do a dish. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
That was getting close. Why is it not getting rid of it anymore? That should be splashing water.
It should be, yeah.
What is this
Weird.
madness?
Two fish tacos, please.
Hup, hup. The only way anyone's going to get me near any of those, that's for sure.
And of course, it goes into your part after we've already cleaned it.
Yep. Usually the way it goes.
While I'm holding a plate, I can still clean the area with my mind. Alright, I need another red. Another red, please.
Yeah, of course they've decided on pork. They want the original, not the easy one. I mean, the new thing.
More pork.
Purdy pork pork.
One of each. This group at least likes some variety. This group also wants some variety.
Nice.
And there we are, that's all.
Ah, but we still have to get ours. There you go.
Fish, 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 fish. I love fish, but my body just hates me when I eat it anymore.
That sucks. There's not too much from that hellscape that I like to eat. But some salmon's good stuff.
Steak tacos. Now those are high-class things. Instant service would let us know what we need to make right away, but that's also, technically speaking, less time to prepare. Also, hello, Stargazer Bird.
Or
Welcome
we
to
have a
stream.
third thing we have to have ready.
Yeah, we might need to get some counters or something if we intend to go with that. I want a triple cheeseburger with extra fries.
Well,
we
I
are
guess first off, we have
currently
to see whether or
doing
not
a taco restaurant, actually.
I don't see the vote thing popping up on there just yet. If the chef thing still open? The open chef?
Yeah, it's still open. It says allow message, chat message voting.
Well, let's find out.
Let me see if I can manually start it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it actually grabbed it there. Have to bug some of my friends how that's supposed to work sometime. I don't really know all the ins and outs. I think we can probably handle the instant service, though. I've been keeping up on the orders pretty good.
Alright, I was able to activate it this time, so let's see how it works.
Yeah. Boop.
Huh.
Boop. There we go. Cool. Boats work now.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's make it super weird. Oh, we have 2 votes on steak. Oh dear.
I guess chat wants a bigger menu. Little do they realize what they're going to be allowing.
Hmm. Oh, it's another chop one too. Ugh. Definitely need a knife now. That thing.
Now the impossible menu warning is actually something that came up while me and Damien were making, like as in an update dropped while we were playing, and it was a huge help.
Hmm. And that's just making me wonder, do I have to use those to do the steak ones then?
If you need to buy another counter, I can do that for you. The other thing that came up there is just a bar stool, which I'm not sure if it'll help us any. I mean, it's a single person one, but we get a lot of 2 people things.
True. Well, we can also get a single person. But, I mean, we already have the removing thinking phase going anyway because they immediately order. So I guess that one's kind of pointless. Yeah, try a counter. We'll see if we get a workbench.
Alright, I'll upgrade that.
There.
Maybe I should...
Just debating if we want to have a regular one as well for a thing here, but then you'd have to be moving where the sink is.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a concern.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we just see what we can do.
You're
Oh
feeding
God, he does
yourself,
have
I see.
Boop. Yep. Well, I had to make sure that was going to work, so, you know.
This, of course, means you're getting a double helping.
Only a double?
Well, that's always at minimum. Oh, wait. What do you want, buddy? Perfect. Red. There we are. I guess we can call out color if need be.
Bacon, steak, or fish? Either way, they're ready.
Two reds, please.
Well then.
I might need to get another table.
Yep. Yeah, no, not those yet. You. And you. There we go. I might just have to wait until we see the orders.
Oopsie. Crap, I need a red.
Oh, okay. Crap, 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 crap. Go.
Barely made
Woo.
it.
Sweet.
Teamwork makes the
We got
dream work.
Yeah, I think you have to move the steak one so we can see what they want.
They want a fish.
Of course they do. The one thing I don't have done. DX.
I don't have anywhere to put
I'm
these.
just gonna wait on that.
Yeah, I need that. I might need to get another table just to have another place to put things.
Yeah, you probably need like a couple counters or something out there for it.
Yeah, that's my thought. Yeah,
There's the fish one for them.
Two fish, please.
Oh, jeez.
At least they're going for the easy one.
Thankfully. Provided it lets me do this without everything getting destroyed. Oof. Yeah, that was lag jumping pretty hard there.
Oops.
And what's our last guy's want?
One fish, one red.
Sweet. You just throw out my perfectly good steak one. Rude.
I just don't have anywhere else to put it. Otherwise, if I could eat it myself, I would, but the game doesn't let me. Why would it do that? It's not like I would devour the entire supply by myself or something if allowed. Oh, finally, someone wanted it.
Good. I had to make one for myself. Well, just... Oh yeah, wow, it just does not cook without that thing. That's annoying. Oh, hey, we're on Decoration Day again. We just need 3 points. And there's another
That's
statue,
nice.
which is 3 points.
Seems like the simplest solution.
Do it. There.
There we go. All upgrades are available.
Mm-hmm. So all things considered, with how things are in there, I'm gonna grab this anyway.
Yeah, you might want
Just to use as a floor protector.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it under there, you silly thing. I swear their aiming is a little wonky at times.
Yeah, I think I did that the few times I was running the kitchen as well. Just block off the spots that keep getting messes.
Hmm. Now let's see. How does this look?
I don't think so.
Yeah. God. Apparently it just doesn't want to give us any good flooring. Or flooring at all, apparently.
Yeah, I'm
Sheesh.
surprised. It's nothing but wallpapers. I mean, good wallpapers, but wallpapers nonetheless.
Well, I'm just happy that it's a wallpaper that's a little less eye-searing. Right, let's do this shit. What do we have in there right now? Do a Sepsing as reroll fodder in there?
Looks like it. Alright, it looks like 2 steaks.
Oh, wow, okay. Seriously? Guess I'll have to get a 3rd one of those. Come on.
At least this time you seem to be on a date or something.
Sure, date. That's what we'll call it. Definitely not seconds.
Now, you know we can't and to reveal behind the curtain that easily. 2 reds, please.
Mm-hmm. If the bacon ones are red, what's the steak then? Brown?
Yeah, brown.
The steak is going to Browntown.
One brown, one fish. Two red, please.
Damn it. Well, I guess one of them's already there. That's good. Now destroy them.
Oh, don't worry. Where do you think we get all our meat from?
Oh, the meat
The
market,
red.
clearly. Cough, cough, cough. Just put that there a sec then. Of course it decides to put a mess on me there. Would you just... huff. No, we still have more stinkies coming in.
One red, one brown. So we already have it done. Nice, nice, nice. Hold on. Just get these done while we're here then.
Yes. Can't go wrong with more freebies. Ah, a single customer for the night. I see.
One of the steaks,
I want
please.
steak. Very
Afterward, we
well.
can use them to replace the meat supplies.
I guess that makes it all the more fitting that the pork ones are red. It's totally the spices that make the meat red.
We call it long pig.
Hmm. The longer, the better. Coffee table's a good idea.
Probably, yeah, given we only have 3 of these.
And what do we got here? It's the flip up. Yeah, just a flip up. Blech. If you want to go even crazy faster with your dish cleaning, there's the scrub brush. Otherwise, I think it might be
I guess I can
time
grab
to
it over
just
here.
get an actually better hob. I don't really want to endanger hob considering, I'm sitting on 2 fire hazards as it is. But that should probably work.
Crack. Back.
Oh, right.
Stretch,
Let me
stretch.
throw something in for if we want to reroll tomorrow. Boop. There. Okay. We don't have to do any research or anything. That's just there.
Makes sense. One brown, one blue.
So much faster.
Yeah, it's
You
really
can
crazy.
feel the burn.
It's really nice how much of an upgrade they are from the damaged ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's near instant.
Right?
Blue, please.
Oh, okay. Wow. Not too often we get that now. Okay, there we go.
2 more blues, if you please.
Well then. Nope, 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 nope. There. Hup, 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 hup. This thing makes it too quick to do 2 at a time, too.
Need 1 brown, please. Oh, perfect. One brown, 1 blue. Whoops.
Oh, let me see if I can put a shell on it.
Sorry.
Okay. There's already the pork one for them. When was this last one want?
Another brown and blue.
Fish, another steak.
Wow, steak loves to take its sweet time.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what am I
on a
saying? That's
shittier
always
hob.
how it is.
Yeah, that too.
Brown,
wants
please.
steak too. Okay. Down to Brown Town. Lots of time to lag game.
Another brown and a blue, please.
Huh. Well then. So they have chosen death.
Hello, Ellie. Welcome to the stream. Say Delphox? No. He is a
You've
mouse.
got a blue one there. You got the brown one now.
Oh, sorry. Someone was asking if you were a Delphox. Nah, you're, I think, mouse.
I mean, if they're gonna go with a Pokemon of some kind, then I'd be more of a Mincino, probably.
Oh, those are adorable.
Yee. Especially with my backwards hat.
Oh, finally, one of these. 2
And
fish.
Oop.
Oh, right, I can't carry that while I'm carrying this. Silly me. I think I'd realize I only have 2 hands.
guess that makes this one mine.
Looks like we're getting another upgrade, so chat can vote.
Mhm.
You can hit exclamation point visit if you want to visit the restaurant, or exclamation point vote 1 or vote 2 to decide which upgrades we get. So if you go exclamation point vote 1,
Oh,
we go for chicken
wow,
tacos.
that one would have been nice if we had formal, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, you can vote 1 or vote 2 if you want to pick one, or there's a poll at the top. Get them, guys.
Depends how much you want to make us suffer, although neither of these are particularly ideal, I guess. While we're doing this, I'm gonna grab a sip of my drink while we wait for the results.
The mess it is. Hmm. That would almost be tempting, but I don't think I'm cooking them quick enough for that, but another replacement would be nice. Let's make that
Prep
steak go a little
station.
faster, too.
Ooh. Let me upgrade the prep station so that we can get a frozen prep station.
I suppose if we have some time at the end of the day, we can make a few extra of one of them.
Yeah, that
It's
was
only
my...
going to take one type of them, though.
Yeah, but given how many we have now, even just having one that's a clear, we don't have to worry about this one for a bit. Should help, I think.
Fair.
Yeah, the
This
researching
one's
scroll's a little
garbage.
too niche, I think. I get
Yeah.
the theory behind it, it's just, it doesn't really take that long to research stuff, even at endgame, from my experience.
Yeah. You need to have to research a lot of things for that to make any sense. There we go. Now the steak goes quicker, too.
Apparently you feel like fish today.
The hell? Kill that imposter.
Not a fish fan?
I wouldn't imagine I'd like it in taco. It just seems weird. We do have someone from
Stargazer
chat
bird
now.
demands more. Yeah, we actually have some people dropping in. What's with you and your charisma? I love it. I want it. Well, I must absorb your powers. Or maybe I just have better chemistry when I'm with someone, who knows. Alright, so one steak and one fish.
Better chemistry when you're not getting bossed around and belittled.
I actually feel like I get more traffic even and with others around, so maybe I just work better when I'm with other people. I've been told I perform better in games when I'm with people I know.
I'm usually the other way around. With people, and I'm like, I have to do a good job and make sure I'm doing well, and then it's just terrible.
Yeah, I wonder about that
Absolutely
myself,
terrible.
but hard to say. I don't know, maybe I just get motivated having knowing someone I know is around. I don't know. Alright, so one red, one blue.
Yep.
At least having a large menu means a lot less customers in general, and they give you more time. One brown, one red. Two blue, so two fish.
Well then. I guess they just decide to give us a few easy ones at the end.
Guess so.
Oh, we do have another new person in there, though.
Brown fish taco, brown tacos, I mean.
Too late for them. I've already done it.
There we go. One brown, one red. Oh, it's perfect. You're already set. I can delay the last one if you want for the. Oh no, we haven't gotten the prep station yet. Whoops.
Yeah. Next night, definitely, but for now, not so much.
One fish, one pork. So red and blue.
Hup, hup. Hup. Hold on.
At least the good news is once the day reaches its end, I can delay the last few customers as necessary.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's even a second prep stand if we want to have some for another type.
Universal? What? What's different? I don't think I've
Oh,
seen this one before.
you can put the pour of any identical item. It can be something that isn't actually food. It just has to be an item and the same type of that item.
Oh, but doesn't Frozen Prep Station require the food or?
Yeah, frozen prep station is one we actually want.
All right, I
So I
guess I'll
guess we
have to
have
do
to
it
redo
again.
that one then. At least we're guaranteed on that one.
Yeah, a little mildly frustrating, but whatever.
Hmm. No, I'm still only group size 11. We're fine. I guess since we only have those, we could always re-roll it and see if anything interesting shows up. We haven't done any of those yet.
True.
Hmm. Nope.
Hmm. Candle box. Tempting, especially since I could probably put those on before the day starts. What do you think?
Can't hurt.
And my general logic
Certainly
is,
got the money for it. You were saying?
I was just saying that there's usually enough time at the start of the day to put those out, and they don't even take effect until night, so...
Mm.
There we are, Frozen Prep.
Always nice when something can't not be the thing that you want. Hey, look, we showed up together.
2 brown.
Oh,
So second steak, please.
wheat. We actually ordered something palatable this time. Yay! I guess yesterday was trying out the fish and going, wow, never again.
That's how it goes sometimes. Alright, we need a fish.
Yeesh.
They just love making a mess, don't they? 1
Oh,
fish,
yeah.
1 pork. One fish taco, please.
Boop.
One fish, 1 pork.
Pork. Pork for the friend of the orc.
One beef, 1 pork. That is one very carnivorous table. Well, then again, fish is still meat, so very carnivorous
Yeah,
restaurant.
pretty much. Oh, well, let me do it that way. Okay. Pick up the taco shell. Thank you. Sheesh. Game's being crazy. Need to put one in the crazy buckets.
Fish and steak, so brown and blue.
Ah, like the police force when they've been spooked.
Brown and red, please.
Just getting a little combo of everything tonight.
Clearly they're impressed by just how much of a variety we have.
We almost had more.
Indeed. Now I'm just pushing everyone out of the way.
What's our next group on?
1 blue, 1 brown. Wow, those guys left the biggest mess tonight.
Yep.
Well, good news is we're the right restaurant for queues, so I'm not bothered if we end up having a line outside.
Yeah,
Sucks,
it
but
just
we
sucks
can
when it's
handle it.
rain.
Brown. Brown and blue, please.
Someone spooked them again. It is done.
And there we go. We made the biggest mess of the night. We need to get one of those knives so that I can follow them out.
I mean, that's what I usually do when I haven't been, locked into the kitchen. Which currently I'm not, so they should probably watch out. Then again, I still don't have my,
Alright, you
uh,
can do with what you need with that.
hmm,
Should we upgrade a hob or
ponder,
dining
ponder,
table?
debating whether or not to have the, safety hobs so that stuff that's ready can just be there and waiting, but,
Either's fine with me. Since we have the coffee table, we functionally have a fourth. Not to mention our
yeah.
upgrade makes it.
Where would you want this to put something for extras?
Yeah, putting it next to the statue might not be a bad option.
Just in case there's something extra they have to go for or whatever.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I'll have to figure out what's gonna go in the prep.
I'd vote for whatever you consider the most annoying to make. Simply. And of course, I'll simply delay the final customers to make that easier.
Yeah. I would say it's definitely the steak or the pork then. The fish is easy. They're probably the steak because it needs an extra thing I have to set onto the burner. You live there.
Oh hey, your
And what am
temporal
I
clone
ordering
is
today?
here. Brown.
Nice. Oh, there's one right there already. Two, in fact. It's not a temporal clone. I'm sure it's just one of them is Skater Me and one of them is Biker Me. Probably trying very carefully to not eyeball one another.
Alright, well one red is needed.
Oop, too soon. There.
Sadly, we got a danger hob, it looks like.
Hmm.
Blue and brown.
We might be able to upgrade again to make it go to the proper one, though. Pretty sure those can side grade endlessly.
Hopefully. Red, please.
Bring customers, having desires. How dare.
How dare they come in and order off of our menu?
They're in the veil, my masterpiece.
Brown, okay, got that. Red, okay, the red is the new one.
They'll have to try harder than that.
One red, one blue. Double brown, I can get that.
And I'll work on replacements. I don't know why my brain keeps going, no, shell now.
Alright, one blue, please.
Damn, I
Perhaps
won't
not
want it.
menu. Yeah, that was my worry, and that's
I'll
why I
make a new one.
tossed the other one out before, because I think when it's on a plate, it's supposed to count as finalized.
There's some things you can actually put onto the plate after the fact, but generally it's a crapshoot.
One blue, one red, please.
Going for the shells too early or going for the shells too late? Get my brain in order.
One blue, please. The brown is already ready.
That will hopefully eternally be the case. Hup, hup. Ha. And one more.
Brown is what I already have. Brown, so I'll delay this so you can get a replacement going.
Mm-hmm. So you can give it to him now. That should be fine. Only need the one more. Yeah, there.
There we go.
I'll just make myself one now, too.
Sounds good.
No. Oh, well. Oh, that went by quickly and easily.
Oh yeah, it did, huh? Wait, this run convert 3 of your
Now for
cards.
overtime. Can vote 1 or vote 2. I suggest 2.
I'm quite into number 2 myself. That number 2. Shit! I am now good at words.
I mean, you just punned yourself again with your final exclamation. Man, you practically rolled into that joke. I think I like that bird. A little bit more. Did it still not give us flooring? I guess this will at least be better than the blue.
I'm gonna put a rug here simply because I'm sick of stuff constantly getting there. That's one of the most important spots.
I'm just gonna do one here since the other one likes to spit up mass down again too. Was that the... Oh, even better. Cool. Do you want this one or you want the one that's still in there?
I can test them. You should exchange them. Let's try it. I kind of like the dark color myself, but what do you think? Too ice searing or? Oh, that's really good.
Herringbone?
Oh yeah, that wood actually looks really nice.
Yes. Ah, nope. You stay
Yeah,
there.
the wood. Yeah, I really like
There.
the wood there.
You go there. Excellent, excellent. The heck's a wood shelf. This one.
Big
Okay.
fat tacos, oh big fat tacos.
Leftover Halloween thing, I guess.
Big fat tacos, so big.
Oh, and let's make sure that, yes.
Yeah, it can be upgraded
upgrade
directly
to
to
a safety
safety hob, so yeah, we're good there.
hob.
And tacos aren't too bad. I'm glad. Granted, it is a modded one, so it's a crapshoot whether it would have been really good or absolute hot garbage.
Yeah, they can be a little like that sometimes. Once again, I've gone for steak. Good.
And made a huge mess.
Yeah, well. That's
Blue.
other me's problem. There, go back there. I'm not saying I'm judging Star, but I'm judging. Then again, I suppose for a bird, fish might just be kind of normal anyway.
Gonna need a blue.
Yep. Those might as well just stay there. I'll just do this one over here.
Another blue, what do you know? Well, at least the good news, those are easy to make, you said?
Oh yeah, those are the easiest ones to make. I'm more than happy with them having those. I just question the taste. But convenience for me is still all and good.
Double brown, easy.
Yep.
You people and your messes.
Well, we didn't take formal, so we get what they pay for.
Double brown's pretty easy. Now we have double fish.
Huh.
One pork now.
Eh. Boop.
Fish and brown.
Down to Brown Town. Up.
Pork red, please.
Just don't ask what the spices are.
Another red, please. Oh no, we used to only like green for that.
Then how come it's red instead of green?
Marketing, obviously.
We found it was a more pleasant color that people wanted to buy.
Two fish tacos, please.
Fish. Fish.
Another fish for to end the night. Taking the brush, that way I can follow them out and clean their clock.
Not a lot of anything interesting, huh?
Sadly, but I guess we can upgrade another safety hob. Those seem to be of the most interest to you.
Yeah, I can just like dump a fish on it and forget it and work on pork. Just have to throw a shell in there now and again.
Might also be good to have some spare counters in your area in case you need to put something to the side. I don't mind them in my area though, just saying.
Yeah. It should be fine, he says, with knowing he used the word should. Do we want to do the hub, or do we want to try a reroll and see if we get anything more interesting? Because I really don't know what we actually need at this point, other than to just keep going.
I don't see anything that seems particularly necessary, so let's keep going. Fish taco from your other self.
Again? Come on, other me.
And a
Get
huge
some
mess.
better taste. Well, that's to be expected.
And you were correct, it is indeed a fish taco. Our fish tacos seem to be getting pretty popular.
Well, at least they're decent money. Oh.
beef
Get their steak going.
steak. There we are.
Ah, yes. That thing. We have to actually do that. Wheedly, 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 wheedly. Pay no attention to me. I'm definitely not out here.
One fish, one steak.
Oh, right. That was the thing I needed. It's like, wait, I moved that for a reason. What was it again?
Another steak, we got that.
Put those on there. One day frozen preps. One day.
One fish, one, well, actually, I guess I have the red one over here, so fish just now.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And a fish, please.
Flat. Already set for that.
Yep, you're ready for it. Red, please. Another red, if you please. There you go, one red, one blue. There we are. One blue, I got one up here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Not sure if we're just getting lucky or what. Usually I'm dead by now.
Nah, we just have a good system pulled up. Having some of those
Reds.
steak ones just sitting there waiting is also a godsend. Move that one away somewhere. Definitely need some more frozen preps to put those things into.
Yeah, I'll have to pay attention to those. Oh boy, they really love fish tonight.
You sure do. There. Thank you.
And another pair of fish.
Oh, wow. Okay. Fish ahoy.
I'll take these, please, and thank you.
Let's see.
I'm gonna replace my mop real quick.
Okay.
And toss this.
And let's see what we get. Come on. Oh, no specials, no flowers, no. Screw that.
Flowers
What
are kind of a
else?
crapshoot, I guess.
Grabber's not bad, but this is what I need. Yes. At last. My kitchen is complete again. There are the sharp cutlery and napkins if you want to do any more place setting for them at all. The dabby nabs, at the very least, are quite nice for them not making messes.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I just want to be careful because it can be a hassle to put so much out because those get used up each time a customer's there. But I guess the
Yeah.
small price to pay for it. We'll see how I feel. Even just 3 would probably help out a bit.
Yeah. Just having a little bit of the mess you don't have to deal with at some point is still something. you there. Thank you.
2 fish tacos. Two more fish tacos.
Shh. Didn't realize we'd have such a rush. Apparently the wretched ocean is popular today.
Alright, now we have a bit more variety here. Yeah, 1 red and 1 brown, so I'll fix that up real quick.
You say real quick, and I already have the replacements.
Yep. 1 fish taco.
Already done.
Very nice.
They're going to have to try harder than that. I am ready.
Red.
Hup, hup, hup.
2 reds, please.
And put that fish away someplace. And reds are ready.
And 1 brown. Alright, 1 red and 1 brown. For the brown, we're good. Another brown.
Special order! Special order! Right,
Red.
brain, come on.
Double red.
Make that go away somewhere too. Double red. Yeah, we already have 2 fish waiting. I'm not going to bother with that one.
Yeah, we have a fish rating here.
Not ready. I already have a fish up there anyway.
1 red, 1 brown. Crap, I let it get too messy.
Still good.
Double red, please.
Don't clean it, just pull the other thing off. There we go.
Yeah, that was close. Sorry about that.
Yep. It's all good. It's just like, oh my god, clear. Right one. Red 2.
Another red.
It is done.
Red again.
It is done. And this one is mine.
Gonna need another brown for the last one, I guess.
Oh. I didn't even realize we still had someone there. And here I was just being so ravenous.
Oh, you know I will never judge for that.
Yeah, but now we might have to eat the witness.
But don't worry, I know what to do.
Oof. Well, that will be interesting.
Yeah, both of these sound like they're gonna be very annoying. I'll grab a sip of
Yeah.
my drink while I wait.
Yeah, me too. Especially given starters are going to be everybody. Literally everybody.
Huh. Group sizes are bigger, huh? That might be a little problem since we'll have to, oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust these.
Hmm.
Groups are always 2 to 4, so I'm gonna have to completely redo these to accommodate that.
Yeah. I'll let you do them how you want them. Oh. Well, I guess we're making enough money we don't really need a discount desk, huh?
Probably not.
Nuts to it. We'll just see if we can get better dining table.
Yeah, probably for the best here.
Hmm.
Probably good to have a spare of those around, but...
Yeah, I have occasionally had to swap things around, so there's just not really a good place to put it. Though, I actually put it in place of that since I only need to pull one of those off during the day as it is. Works by me.
We research things by flailing our arms in the air. That's how it
We
works,
do
right?
everything by flailing our arms in the air.
Alright, so 1 fish, 2... Okay, yeah. There we go.
Back again.
Right, there's a lot more plates to clean up now.
Yep. That might be the next thing, is getting, like, extra sink or something. Get a few soakers going.
Or a dishwasher.
Or that. Those can get a bit, slow later in the game, but,
Alright, so blue and brown, we got it.
Yep. They
Red and
shall
brown.
have to try harder than that.
4 groups, here we go. 2 fish, 2 brown.
Sheesh.
Alright, so 1 blue, 1 red. Yeah, the napkins are really, really helping, I think.
Yeah. Helps keep some of the mess down.
2 blue, 2 brown. 2 red. Okay, let's go before. We need to put napkins on that table.
That lag though.
A little, yeah. Yeah, these huge groups really need the napkin or else it's not gonna be chaos. Alright, so 1 red, 2 brown. I can't see the last one.
Me neither.
I think it's red.
Hmm.
Gonna have to make a gamble, I guess.
Pretty much. If it's not that, we'll just throw the pick over at them.
Yep, it was. I guessed correctly.
Good.
Alright, red, 2 red, 1 brown. Alright, 1 red left. Alright, for this one, 1 blue, 1 red, 2 brown.
There we go. That.
Crap.
There. Yeah, front end is always a pain in the ass when you're getting into overtime.
At least the good news is we have the last one ready here.
Hmm.
2 red and a brown, it looks like.
Hmm.
There we go. Phew.
Another day survived.
I think this is the first I've ever gone. Clearly, you're very lucky.
I also have some idea what I'm doing in the game. I have played a few times. I do quite love this game. And what did we get?
I probably should play it more.
Block
Butcher block? That might...
allows chopping and thing and so you can like have it be one of their tables, but you can work on it too. Weird.
I guess, yeah.
Weird. And it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have anything else to upgrade into.
I guess the theory is you combine it with the cooking table for that full restaurant where they cook the food in front of you.
Pretty much. I don't think we're very hibachi though.
Yeah. It's great if you're going to that kind of restaurant, but we aren't.
Nah. Oh, look, meta butcher block. Oh, hey, the simple tablecloth. You can do shared food. I guess it
Yeah.
is only 2, so that's only going to be for like dates.
Yeah, that's the problem. We have groups 2 to 4, so I don't think we can do it anymore. Not with what we have.
Yeah, I think we have too much space used up already.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh well.
That's how it goes, I guess.
We're like 823. I can give that another reroll.
Mhm.
Oh.
A workstation, that'll help you.
Not even sure I need it at that point, but it's still another counter as well, so that helps.
Good to have some options.
Mm-hmm. I was still kind of hoping for another frozen prep.
Oh, well. Yeah, I know what you
One more
mean.
time.
Kitchen floor protector could help you.
I've already got everything covered that needs to be covered there.
Well, I've got
But-
one more, so let me try and clean it up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Because
might want more of those yourself.
yeah, because your safety hob, it actually does leave mess.
Yeah, it would. All the hubs do. They're terrible.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Hub.
Oh, overtime 5. Reached overtime day 5 achievement.
Oh, hadn't done that yet. Nice.
Yeah, it seems to be a
I'm very happy I
crapshoot
got that
whether
then.
the stuff I did with Damien counts or not. It's
Hmm.
weird. I think I might have forgotten to log in for some sessions, and that's why. All right, 2 brown and a
Gotcha.
red. Don't worry, I'll feed you. There we go. Granted, you might not want me to do that, but I will.
It's like, I'll feed you. Wait, is that a threat or a promise? Yes.
Indeed.
Did those. I want those.
2 red, a brown, and a blue.
Freaking partridge in a pear tree. Get 'em.
Phew. All right, 2 blue, 1 red, 1 brown.
Practically teleport the stuff into chunks now.
Feels that way, yeah. All right, 1 brown, 1 blue.
It's fun to do those. There.
Two brown, I got that.
Heck, where'd my knife go?
Could make a Doc Brown reference, but I know a buddy
Oh,
of mine would
you're
be
holding
rather
my knife.
upset about that.
You mind putting that back on the sink or something? You have my knife.
Oh, whoops. Alright, there you go.
I was wondering where that went. Thank you. Need to clear a table.
Sorry, I don't got it.
No need to apologize, just letting you know.
Alright, 1 blue, 1 red. Sorry, I should have gotten these orders sooner.
We're good. I think we might be done, though.
We might, yeah. Ah, darn it, yeah, I think we've missed.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried to
Oh, so
replace it best I
close.
could. Oh, darn it.
So very close. Oh well, at least we got to 5.
Got some good stuff out of it, too, yeah.
All things considered, I'd say yeah, these are good.
Yeah, I think those are probably the best ones, so we'll stick with that.
I have
Yeah, I was
some
gonna
extra stuff from the off, but yeah,
I know if a
at
buddy
least
of
we got
mine...
rid of the annoying ones.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I know if a buddy of mine drops in, he's gonna be all upset I bring up Doc Brown and not Dr. Tana. For some reason, he is absolutely obsessed with Dr. Tana from Star Trek Lower Decks.
Huh. I mean, it is a good show, so that's understandable. And you have an upgrade kit for whatever you get in here next.
Ooh, omelets. This looks delicious.
Hmm.
Let's see, what's this here?
Crack an egg, mix, cook, chop tomato and chop spinach as fillings, and then fold. Crack, mix. Cool.
That looks like a fried egg.
Yeah, I think that might be the wrong thing. I have to do it to the second version of the egg.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep. Get you in there. You in there. Fold it. and that is 1. Eesh. Well, that's going to be a bit kitchen heavy, but doable.
If you want
Definitely
me
going
to
to be
take kitchen,
another.
I can, but it's up to you.
Oh, God, no, I'm terrible at front end. We'd be dead in no time. Just going to be
Plates.
one where the. Oh, right. I forget they have the weird setup that they're in there. It's like, that's terrible. Why would they do that? Why? Hey,
I
I have
love
an actual
omelets.
setup for this.
I really need to start cooking more. Cooking them more, I mean. I haven't...
Yeah.
I've been making a number of recipes that include eggs, but nothing that's primarily eggs.
Hmm. I usually end up doing scrambled or fried myself. Generally, it's because I don't have much of anything else to put in there with them.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we have
usually
one that's
chop
similar
up...
to the one we did last time.
Yeah, I usually chop up either shredded steak or chop some bacon to put in there myself. And
Hmm.
mushrooms. I like to include mushrooms too.
What in the actual hell kind of restaurant is that supposed to be?
I have no idea. I'm almost tempted to think that might have been intended for, 4-player matches.
Yeah, no kidding. It was insane.
Like, I do know
And that
some of
one's
these
a little
bigger
better.
ones are definitely designed with, okay, you'll have a huge amount of players in mind. I do know the
Hmm.
game completely changes whether you're solo, duo, or even higher numbers.
Oh god, yeah. I've done it with 4. It gets interesting. I guess this one's probably our better bet. I think.
Yeah, looks like a good one.
We'll make it work. Unfortunately, your upgrade doesn't have anything to upgrade on, so that's all we got.
I'm not too worried about those, if we're honest.
Hmm. Yeah, they're handy for some things. It's amusing how many times that if we're doing
Hmm.
turkey, that I've started with friends on having a microwave for it. People are like, microwave turkey? I'm like, hey, cooks quicker.
I think the microwave's description even says, so good Jeff doesn't care about or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know it's something good like that.
Yeah, basically says
Okay.
shouldn't have to care about that sort of thing.
Mm,
This is really tough.
where we want that.
Mostly I want to avoid having it all the way up here, at the northern area, because that's really long to get to.
You want to have it more set up to pass down here?
And that's usually how I have. I'm just trying to figure out how I intend to do that.
Like that. Oop, not like that. Like that. There. Get that. There. That there. You can go live in the office. Somehow I don't see them going to have enough things going to actually have to worry about that one, so you can just kind of live over there for now, I guess. And in case of mistakes. Do the thing, do the thing. I'd actually want that more like here, here, and here.
I'm gonna grab a sip of my
So I
drink
can
while he's
make
doing
a
that.
mess all over my entire goddamn area. Well, it'll have to do. Oh, and since we're on a new restaurant, people will have to do visit again. Oh, you have
Yeah.
the right, the little automatic thing popped up for it. Good.
Alright, now what do we want to
Technically,
call
you've
it?
told them. Oh,
Well, I named the last one. You can have this one, especially since I'm out of ideas myself.
I'm let we have more. Let me have more,
Um,
but with omelet. I couldn't think of anything good.
that's fine.
If we come up with a better one, we can always just rebrand anyway.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. We have to fold it first.
Yeah, I was trying to set it down. For some reason, it was being very obstinate about not wanting to set it down. It's like left click, left click, left click. Hello. Eh, that's
I
quite
need
the
2
lag
more for
spike.
the last one. There we go.
In time.
Oh, don't worry, even if you forgot to fold it, I'd still eat it. Plates and research desk.
Desk for sure. The question is, do we want to put it into the, I guess nothing. One of the other things they'll sometimes do is
Oh, I can afford
putting
both.
they'll sometimes put the research bench into the cabinet and see if they get another one the next day to try and make a discount desk or a copying desk out of it. Because apparently the first couple of days are like more weighted towards giving you the research.
I guess that makes sense.
Doesn't always work all the time after all, but still.
I do like how flexible omelets are in terms of what you can make out of them.
Mm. I'm sort of curious as to what exactly this is going to do for extras or anything, or if it even has extras.
I'd
It was
hope it
just like
does.
the land of a million sides or something.
Probably additional things to put on the omelet, which I wouldn't mind.
Mm.
At least another reason I couldn't stand the, what's it called? The hot dogs is because they don't even have any restaurant unique upgrades. One's just add mustard, and that's about it.
Yeah, and it wants to throw that at you like repeatedly. Aren't the ketchup and mustard also like one of the ones where you have to bring it over to their table if they request it?
Yeah, you bring it over halfway through the meal if they request it. You don't put up ahead of time like with the others.
Mm.
Mustard's the same way, but when me and Damon were playing, we got basically nothing but soups, period.
Oh, God.
So basically, it was extremely rare we had anything that wasn't, yeah. It was rare we didn't have starters. And it genuinely feels like starters and, what's it called? Starters and desserts are the things that extend it longest. But starters, I think at least starters don't, where am I going with this? At least starters, I don't know.
Mm. I guess it's predictable since everyone takes the
Yeah,
starter.
everyone
but...
gets a starter, but desserts not always. Although granted, that does mean there's a chance it's shorter for desserts. Whereas you don't get that with starters.
Yeah, thought it was a crapshoot either way. Let's see. I'd say probably the counter to see if we can get a workstation, and I'm just gonna make this pop better. Actually,
Probably a good idea
do
for
we
how
want to
often
do
you
that?
use it.
Yeah, might as well.
There we go, they're
Let's see.
connected
Yeah,
now.
we don't need 2 of those.
Alright, well set.
I guess we only got 5 groups, so we don't have to worry about another table just yet.
Flailing arms around is extremely good for figuring out new tech.
Well, it's kind of like the Sims when they're fixing things. Just grab a screwdriver out of thin air and tap it on the thing a bunch, and eventually it will be fixed.
I do appreciate that once you put an item on the omelet, it's no longer capable of burning.
Yeah, me too. All I think I'm going to have to be careful about is if I get too good and quick at chopping stuff up, the tomato will end up being tomato paste.
Yeah, that'll suck. I did also notice that some of the later items they upgrade use the trash bin a bit more, which I do get. It was one of the easier, skippable upgrades, but now you have to actually think about it if you get a restaurant like Turkey or something that has stuff left behind
Yeah,
regularly.
though at least with the the turkey, you can sometimes get the option of having gravy as a side that will actually use up the bones.
Yeah.
So that helps a little bit, but it is still a bit insane. So that's why turkey was so good with having the microwave. It takes almost no time to prep more of it, so you have a lot of time to deal with any of the trash.
I haven't been cooking as much breakfast as I probably should. Careful. Might get you and miss the omelet entirely.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Ah, bacon and cheese. I did just say I liked making those, but I guess you're the one making it, so it's up to you.
Chopped pork to make bacon, chopped cheese, and portioned bacon as fillings. Portioned bacon? Huh. Interesting. Oh, we'll see what one we get, and then we can decide from there.
Guess that's whatever. What do we get out of this again? Flip counter.
Meh.
And just
And it
upgrades
just
for
turns back into a regular counter, so that's no good.
rolling pin. Will that be good?
I think so.
Hob upgrade,
I
or
suppose it might do the egg part faster without making the tomato too fast. So actually, yeah, maybe that will work. I'll give that a try.
Sounds good. What do you recommend we upgrade? The hob?
That one's doing fine as it is. I'd say, yeah. Oh, the sink. Let's get you a better
Oh, right.
sink. Madness.
There we are.
The madness. Wait. Yeah, that does seem to be working out pretty well. It goes quicker, and the tomato doesn't go too quick. The only problem with playing this game is I get so hungry.
I know what you mean. Especially since I chose a restaurant that the food I actually really like, even if I haven't been able to have it lately.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could always get the ingredients and just have it later. Nothing says you can't have breakfast for lunch or dinner.
Right? People are crazy thinking a certain food is only good at a certain time. Food is food any time of the day.
Indeed.
It hasn't mutated or something just because it's a different hour.
Now what do I get out of this? Power sink sounds good to me.
Nice. Great one right off the bat.
Don't need the old one, but I guess I can keep it back here in case we need it.
Yeah, doesn't hurt. Hmm. Just wondering if you want, like, so we have 5 things there. We could do a reroll and see if we get plates if you want, or we could do a dining table again and see if we get a extra money one.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't think we're hurting on plates, if we're honest.
Oh yeah, you've already got the 8. Duh. Sitting there looking up like, oh god, he's only got the 4. It's like, look down to dumbass.
I'm in no place to judge. I can tunnel vision some stuff sometimes.
Mm. That's what happens when I try to pretend I can think of anything on front end. I'm very much in the kitchen. I'm the squeaky cook. One of these times I'll have to get you the program thing that lets you have the other people's icons show up on your Twitch thing.
Yeah.
Get my little mousy head there so people know who the fuck the other guy is.
Yeah, I know Jasper has those. My understanding is it's not very hard to add those, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Damien
think it's
doesn't
just
use
like
them, so I guess I worry if I'm overcomplicating things.
I think it's just like a website link thing or something. I can bug people later to give instructions if we need. If you want to, of course. So I have already been twisting your arm today for doing enough Twitch stuff based on the game as it is.
And that's all good. Rest assured, if there was any problems, I would tell you.
Be surprised how many people won't.
Don't get me wrong, sometimes I wonder, am I the asshole? I mean, probably, but the big thing is, I argue with people on the internet all the time, so I am very good at being completely shameless.
I mean, I don't think I've had any time where you've struck me as being an asshole. Ah.
So
Decreased eating time.
we do want, basically, do we want to be IHOP or the Egg and I think those were called.
No idea. Extra patience,
Might
extra
have gotten one of the names wrong.
patience.
There's a lot of similar ones, after all.
Hmm. It's one about patience and one about speed. Well, what's going to be, chat? What's it going to be?
Yeah, the nice thing about charming is if you have something that's gonna take a while, I just have to stand near there, and I guess they start conversing or something, so they don't notice that some time is passing.
Hmm.
And of course, having people sit on the table before they're cleared is pretty nice. Meanwhile, the affordable max one, I could take or leave if we're honest. It's not awful, don't get me wrong, but it also... I'm kind of on the fence whether it counts as a complete whether an upgrade or downgrade.
Hmm.
Kind of depends on how we're already doing, I guess.
It doesn't look like there's any votes so far. I guess this one might be coming down to us.
I'm a bit leaning to charming, if only because there's no updates, I think,
Hmm.
As you notice, I actually do like table consumables, but charming just increases one of the more important parts while also making it so that I don't have to worry about clearing off tables right away. People just sit the moment there's one available.
Hmm. Yep, it is our choice. The poll is done. Ah, you are good. Cool.
Oh wow, that's eye-searing red.
It very much is. But at least it's not this horrible lime. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I think this black and white one looks a bit better. We can actually afford a fireplace. I'm sure this can't possibly end badly, right?
Of course not. And we definitely don't have anything flammable around. It's not a normal statue with a bed sheet, it's art. Wow. Hmm.
Want me to save any of them? We only got the danger hob, but I can upgrade it to safety hob later if you want.
True. Yeah, I guess we can do it that way.
Alright, I'll make it a safety hob.
Hmm. Wouldn't be able to afford anything that we're working on right now anyway, so...
It's not letting me upgrade? What?
Hmm?
It's strange, it's not letting me upgrade?
Weird. I'm curious now.
Oh
Hmm?
no, that's a something table.
Oh, we did tables, right.
Alright, that's on me.
It might be like a what, metal table or something like that?
Yeah, unfortunately. I can take a look at it after we win this day, so...
Hmm. Presuming we do. It's fine, we'll win it.
So how do you feel cooking the omelets so far?
I think I got the rhythm down pretty good. Though, definitely hungry.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Making me want to go down and make scrambled eggs and hot chocolate. Perhaps if we do a food break sometime later.
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
just after the game.
Certainly an option.
Hmm. When this one's done, do we want to do another restaurant or try some of the streets again?
I'm quite liking the different restaurants, honestly. But what are you feeling?
Either.
If it's making you too hungry, we can always swap around.
Hungry for destruction.
We could also always take volunteers. I make such horrifying suggestions sometimes.
What was? I think I must have missed it while I was freaking out about the egg.
Hmm.
I think that. I'll just have to pretend I shoved it in my face anyway.
Matzo sticks. Oh, that's a personal favorite.
It's just a starter.
Looks like it's a very complex dish, though. It's got the maximum recipe difficulty for very little dish value. Well, no, starters are always low value.
Yeah. Oh, and making sauce with oil and oh god. Oh, that's awful. Where are those viewers?
I guess they're pushing us to tip culture. Oh well. Not a big deal, I guess, but alright, let's see what we got here, since I thought that was something else entirely. Yeah, hibachi table, we don't need that.
One of those, right?
Scrubbing brush, I don't... Maybe I should. I do clean messes regularly, after all.
Mm. Yeah, can't hurt to have it.
Right?
Alright. Extinguisher counter. Doing another table?
Yeah, I'm doing another table, see if I can get a better one than hibachi table.
Hmm.
Sadly, the hibachi table can't be upgraded further, or side graded.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's one of the modded ones, so I'm not entirely surprised there. I might not even know how to make it do a side grade.
Yeah, the scrubber's really helping out here.
Hmm. I'd imagine when the dishes basically hit the water in 1 second and are just done.
You're certainly taking your time to order in this restaurant that only has one thing on the menu. Then again, we are the charming restaurant, so they're probably just taking in the atmosphere.
Pretty
I get
much.
that. I mean, ever been to one of those 50s style diners? They are pretty much half atmosphere.
Hmm. That's sort of what they're banking on.
It has some decent charm. When I did the Happy's restaurant thingy, I ended up using the 50s diner there instead of the fast food one.
Hmm.
Granted, I also like that menu a little better.
I mean, for myself, if they are having a new 50s diner, then if they don't have some greasers there for me, then I have nothing to look at.
I mean, of course, that's just part of the whole theme.
Hmm. Must be like, are you on the menu?
Could also make it a musical, go into song.
Oh god.
Simple tablecloth, probably actually worth my time.
Hmm. Yeah, only having to serve them 1 omelet instead of 2 does definitely work.
Increased mess,
Hmm.
that's gonna be a bit of a pain.
Yeah. And that's going to be in the way of going back and forth. That could work.
It does limit it to one person, but I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, I guess. Bin.
Hmm.
I don't think we have anything that requires a bin here.
No. If I screw up an omelet, I have 2 spaces up there for it anyway.
I can. Oh yeah, hob. I can get you that safety hob I promised.
Hmm. I mean, they're slower anyway, so I don't know that it's really going to be necessary.
I guess it might be worth at least having. We seem to have a lot of good stuff already set, so.
Hmm. Honestly, I'd say pull it back out of there and let's try a reroll. See if we get anything interesting from it. Seeing as we're still at the cheap beginning ones. And we already have a rolling pin. You could give the customer stabbies a try if you want them to eat quicker.
And Candlebox might be a bit of more of a better investment here.
Hmm. Whatever works for you.
I'm one of those people who does like the table consumables. It's just a matter of can I get them all out.
Nah.
And there's nothing to upgrade, so we'll just continue.
I'm good with the table consumables too. I've had a time where I actually had one of the like resupply box things up on the wall in the kitchen. So sometimes the friend of mine that was working out front would be like, "Supply box!" Just go and throw it on a counter for them.
Oh yeah, those can be really nice especially if you have a big restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really
When you've
nice.
got
One omelet for the price. One omelet counting as two.
Oh yeah.
We may or may not be psychic and know what you're about to order.
You were psychically scanned when you came into the restaurant, so we know exactly what your heart desires.
I was gonna do a Dr. Orpheus reference, but that's good too, actually.
I was going with La Telepathe.
Works for me, also good.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm not sure if anyone would get the reference if I went with Dr. Orpheus.
I definitely would. He's amazing. Definitely one of the best characters.
Oh yeah, he's a personal favorite of mine too. Now, I really wish you'd have brought a date if you were going with a simple tablecloth.
I mean, they might be wishing that they had one too.
I suppose that is true. Oh yeah, since that table's right next there, you can put the omelet there, huh? That's neat.
Yep. So many tosp.
There we are. Lots of omelets to enjoy afterward, too.
Already had 3 of them lined up there.
Excellent. Alright, which one do we want to upgrade next?
I mean, if you want to have your mop thing going again, I don't know how bad their messes have been.
It hasn't been too rough, honestly, but it's probably going to get worse as we go along, so it might be worth upgrading to a gold mop. Unless you have a better upgrade idea.
I do not. I mean, the only other thing I would have said was trying another dining table. But that's a crapshoot as to whether or not we get something we want anyway.
Yeah, that one seems to be the biggest crapshoot since the mods introduced a decent amount of new ones. So it's...
I mean, there's a decent amount of them to begin with, too, for just even the vanilla ones.
That's true, yeah.
It's always a bit trickier than the other stuff to upgrade. Though sinks occasionally can also be a little temperamental. I can't fold it when it's there, though. Oh well.
Whoops, and oh well. A bit too far away for your arms to reach.
No, I think it's just the table doesn't count as a surface you can work on.
Oh yeah, so yeah, because I know you can't chop or roll things on a table.
Yeah, you can't do it on the burner either. I have to pull it off of the hob to do them.
Yeah, the messes haven't been too bad at all, but of course we're still early game.
This could be a very nice one to zen out too.
Yeah.
You just get into that kitchen groove, and it's just like, yep, another omelet, another omelet, another omelet, another omelet. Oh, only had one waiting that time.
Upgrading the restaurant time. Add milk as a side.
Hmm.
The dinner rush.
More customers shortly before closing or having a side to deal with. A cup and a portion of milk and serve. Huh. Oh, incredibly easy and incredibly low money. Shrug.
I think we can handle the dinner rush just fine, so I guess it depends if you would like the option of a side or not. Sadly, you won't be able to zone out as easily, though, but you will have to pick up the pace near the end of the timer. The connection stabilized a while ago, that's really good.
Yeah.
I guess it was just yesterday was a weird thing.
Hopefully it doesn't come back. It looks like the pull's over, so it's us.
Well, you're the one who this affects the most, so I'd like your opinion on it.
I mean, if more customers are coming before closing, that just means that I'm going to be putting through omelets anyway. Like, I've usually been having a few at the end, kind of sitting and ready. Though the milk side does also put the amount of people down a bit. Rush. I fear no rush.
Sounds good to me. Ooh, kitchen
I'll
floor
call it the
protector.
tray stand.
You want the tray stand?
What would I do with it?
Can upgrade to serving tray stand or dish tub.
I haven't played around with too much of that. That's some weird kind of voodoo that some of my friends know how to play with, and some of my friends avoid like the plague.
I don't use it too much, but you might want the kitchen floor protector, I guess.
Sure. I haven't really noticed a whole lot of mess up there, to be honest, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, the fast mop is fast because it has the little racing stripes on it.
Work logic at its best.
Anything you want to upgrade?
Not really out of those. I guess just throw something in there and we can have it as reroll fodder for the next round.
Alrighty. I don't use the tray stand as much as I probably should, if we're honest.
When you have some idea how to use it, it is incredibly powerful. But it is also it is definitely a learning curve. It's a bit nuts.
Yeah, it's one of those things I never really learned how to use, even when I was actually working in restaurants. A couple of my parents mentioned they were able to hold 9 at once, plates at once. I was only able to get 5.
Jeez.
Yeah, I have no idea how they did it. I'm sure if I really worked at it, I could find it, but if we're completely honest, it's not a skill I want to... really want to take the time to master, for blunt.
Not really high priority.
Rest assured my folks wouldn't hold against me either. They probably would prefer I have a little more ambition than that. Also, I think the scrub brush is doing a lot more for me. dinner rush has arrived. Get ready.
Mm-hmm. This changes nothing in my production. There is only go. You.
Yeah, you handled that dinner rush really well.
I pretty much just throw through omelets the same way the whole day.
They're delicious omelets, yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow, 203 from one day.
Yeah, the dinner
Damn.
rush may be a bit painful, but it's also a lot more profitable.
Oh yeah. Oh, where'd everybody go?
What do you think we got all the meat, remember?
Oh yeah.
I could probably grab cheap stuff like dartboards and stuff and use those for the,
Yeah, stuff that's just on the wall is always good.
yeah, that would take up any space. There we are, maxed out. That's gonna be
Yep.
a big help, I think.
Hmm. Definitely not going to be doing any rerolls on this one, considering we're just getting uh, random stuff.
Gotta have a ritualistic circle.
I mean, I don't know that it's really a circle, but at least it's ritual candles.
Oh, I can't walk through them. I thought you could. That would have made a lot of sense, because again, they're ritualistic.
Hmm.
Sorry. Alright, we got the level 2 and 3 upgrades. Nice.
Yep.
So yeah, just by standing next to them, I make everything go by. I make them a bit more patient.
Hmm.
I think the idea is supposed to be I'm conversing with them in some fashion.
Probably.
This would have been nice for the other restaurant because everyone is literally in the same spot, so I just have to stand in the middle and I buy you as much time as you need.
Hmm. Stand there in the middle of all three tables and do a pretty princess pose. And...
Scrub brush in hand and plate in the other, I can still clean off all these plates instantly. The stuff on the ground somehow.
Hmm.
Perhaps we really are. Perhaps I use my psychic power since as established we can tell what people order.
Yes, and definitely no other reason. There is nothing about psychic typing going on there.
At least omelets don't take too long for the customers to eat.
Hmm. Like many good foods, the omelets are gone before you know it.
Indeed.
Weird.
Yeah, I appreciate that that there's just fine sitting down before we're ready.
Hmm.
Before I clean off the tables, I mean. That's just buying us some very precious extra seconds.
Oh yeah.
There we go, that's all of them.
No, no, I'm so close. Oh well, I guess I ate it without folding it.
Oops. Yeah. Ooh, and we got the safety hob from that upgrade if you want it. Or danger hob if you want it cook faster.
I don't really want to set myself on fire. There's supplies there if you want to do more consumables, though.
We don't really have any, since the candles are a permanent consumable for the tables.
Uh, hmm. It is slower, though.
You could always drop one on it and then use the main one, and then grab the other one. As you said, there's
It
not really
takes
much
a while. Yeah, it takes a while mixing the egg, too, though.
That's true.
Well, let's see what this gives us.
Coffee table might be worth the time, actually.
There's also napkins if you want to make them be clean again, too. They're going to be right in the way trying to do that.
Yeah, I need
You're not going to be able to.
I can do it this
Yeah.
way. Yeah, I think this will handle it.
I just more mean having the mop there. You're not going to be able to get past people to get it from here. Because you have to shove past the freaking customers. Can make room getting this out of here, though. I'll just move this over into the kitchen.
Yeah, for some reason it still counts in the kitchen.
Yep. Counts anywhere, as long as it's within the premises. Really do just kind of like lightly swish at the dishes, and they're just like done.
Yeah, the scrub brush is being a bit more helpful than the mop right now for this run.
Hmm.
Yeah, that coffee table was a good idea, I think.
Oh yeah. Considering the rain, that thing is never a bad idea.
Gotta get there. Phew, I almost lost that, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, the outside timer was almost out, but I saved it.
good, good.
It was going well until everyone died. Oh,
Oh my
wonderful, 4
god.
stars.
Yep.
Mm, 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 mm,
A third frickin' teen.
mm.
Hmm. Well, it'd be a shame if the only thing that they can order is the same thing that they always order.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much just free XP at this point.
Pretty much.
Miso soup sounds... I don't think I've had it that often, actually.
Thing was, we apparently have a very quiet or inactive chat going on. Then we're just gonna have to grab whatever we like.
Indeed.
Clearly, we already chased them out of the restaurant or something.
Or I've ended up ingredients. Either or.
Pretty much. Let's see. So you're seeing dish rack. The dish rack might not be a bad idea for setting some of the dishes into. You, you have to like quickly uh, clear up or free a table.
Yeah. I'll get rid of these. I don't need those 4.
Hmm.
We
Considering you
simply
have
don't.
tables down here too, you might actually want it on that corner. Because you can just be like, dish, 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 dish.
I guess I can do that, though I don't see too much. Okay, simple tablecloth here.
And like, there. Because that way it's like pretty much equal space to each of the tables with it.
I guess that could work, yeah.
Hmm. If it doesn't work for the thing that you're doing, then I'm not going to be offended if you change it. Just suggestion
That's
for
fine. I'm willing to give it a try,
efficiency.
that's for sure. Want me to up... Ooh, heated mixture,
Mm, Nah, I think a smart grabber would possibly help, but that's not on the table at the moment. What's the one in the middle there?
simple
Another simple
tablecloth.
cloth.
Yeah, I debated it, but I don't know.
I mean, nothing says we can't replace one of the tables with one of those.
Could, yeah, but it does have 200% longer thinking time, although I guess, small price
Mm,
to pay for only needing 1 for each.
yeah. Less food required, so they'll get out faster.
I have to toss it, because even if I put it in the kitchen, people will go to it for some reason.
You can just disable the feeding on it and it'll sit there as a 0.
I do know at one point it was attempted to have one special seat in the kitchen while the rest were out front.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be a bad idea around here. And I guess throw something in for reroll fodder for next time. Yeah, it'd be a bad idea having any customers coming into my kitchen. They wouldn't come back out.
I mean, that's not a problem. The problem is people might start asking questions.
Hmm. Who are you? Colonel Questions?
Colonel questions.
Or was it Comrade Questions? I forgot. Clearly I need to binge more Archer again sometime too. So many good shows. So little time.
Out of the way! Damn you.
Yeah. Sometimes the work boots are fun for that. You can just plow through the customers. Sometimes they just need to be run over. They're filthy.
No flattening them, though?
I mean, I do have a rolling pin. Wow. I caught way up on these things.
Yeah, you're doing it even faster than I can keep up. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want me to serve them a scrub brush. That might be a little gross.
Mm, yeah, maybe a little. But they know what they did. They can feel their sins crawling on their back. And then they can feel that their sins have abandoned them in self-preservation.
Yeah, you weren't kidding about that dish rack. It's really, really being good during the dinner rush here. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't have time to clear them all off, but I need a place to put them.
Yep. It's good for these can be done later. Didn't even realize we were done.
I knew we were
And
getting to
that
the end
leaves...
when we got the dinner rush, that's for sure.
I mean, there's another coffee table, but we really don't have the room for it.
Not unless you want me to risk putting it in the kitchen.
Yeah, but then you're going to have customers coming in and out through the
Oh yeah, through the
office in the
office.
way of everything. And plus, if they're back in my kitchen, I'll have to eat them.
I
But we can
mean,
pull
there's
out
no
the thing
problem with...
that's...
I'm not have a problem with that. The problem is people are going to start asking questions, and we can't be dealing with that or making the
Hmm.
restaurant.
We can't answer your questions. We're too busy. Hmm. You've already got napkins. Well, I don't really have a better option, but I don't know that we have enough room in there to try and start making automation stuff either. Hmm. I think a frozen prep is going to be the play on this one. We have so much money waiting. So much. This is a coffee table. Hector, tray stand, another scrub brush.
I'm sorry, what is this?
Sledgehammer.
Can't
It
touch
lets
this.
you, yeah, it lets you once a day smash a wall into a pass-through wall. It also costs 1,250.
Yeah, it's a bit out of our price range.
Hmm.
I should probably
You're wanting
wait
to
for
keep it anyway?
the track shoes, I guess.
Yeah. You're wanting to keep it anyway to try it?
Yeah.
Very well.
That
Time to
place
make
keeps
some
getting a
money.
big mess regularly, so I should put that there.
Hmm.
Yeah, the running shoes will probably be worth my time if we get those.
Oh dear God, yeah. Plus, who doesn't love getting to go around in cool kicks?
I'm not too big of a fashion person, but shoes can sometimes bring an outfit together. And sometimes I get smacked up because like I have friends who don't like shoes.
Huh. Well, I'll just have to relieve them of any that are around them then. If they don't want them, I'll take them. Easy on that. Live on there.
Ah, dicks.
Here.
Yeah, having people sit down without me having to clear the table is really helping, especially since this is a really, it's a long restaurant.
Hmm. And it's a shitty rainy day. Or rainy night now.
There's a lot of traffic, that's for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, it's our evening rush in full force.
About what expected, not my first rodeo with fast food.
The everybody gets off work and is hungry at the same time rushes.
Yep. Luckily, this is the last person. They seem pretty chilled, going by the fact they're facing the wall, so...
Hmm.
Oh yeah, the omelets do look delicious. Must have them
Very much so.
all.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I can't figure out if the ordering terminal is a buff or debuff.
It really depends. Sometimes it can be handy, and sometimes it's just kind of. So we want to do a reroll, or are you still wanting to try out the sledgehammer?
You can re-roll it if you want. It's not a huge deal.
Hmm. I'd normally be like, yeah, go ahead. It's fun and neat and everything, but it does take a while during that day to make it work. Let's see what we get. Another research desk if we want a discount or something, but I'm not sure anything else really particularly works in there.
Mm-mm.
Man, it does not want to give us a prep station. Ah, there we are. Oh,
Bad
grab
timing.
the blueprint cabinet there too.
Oh, nice.
Yoink. Have to move your ritual circle over here though.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yep. Don't really need any of the other stuff to go, so I'll just put this one in as reroll fodder. Because it won't use up any of your research time.
Yeah. We'll summon a demon, and the other restaurant across the street who keeps summoning them.
As we're just sitting there peeking out a window, just going,
Well, at that point, we're basically Bob's Burgers.
pretty much.
Jimmy Pesto deserves it.
Wondering why it was being a pain in the butt. Spinach hadn't finished. I can't do that. Boop. Man, that thing wants to jump out of my hands a lot today, too. Bad rolling pin. Stay.
Tired, exhausted, or in a bit burned out.
Small combo. Yeah, I think after this one, I do like the idea of some Streets of Rogue to change it up and wake up a little.
Alrighty.
Such a thing as too much Zen. I can see my work getting sloppier.
We're about to win this run, so I'm not too worried myself.
Hmm. Yeah, can always be franchised up for another time and all that.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the mods I've really liked so far.
Mm. Better. Come on, rolling pin. Work with me. Work with me. It's great. I'm just having this as egg.
Sometimes just in the mood for egg. Oh, wonderful, we got it.
What an easy pick.
Yeah.
Alright, I suppose I should pretend like we have people watching too. What was that one called again? Oh, we just already picked it anyway.
Yeah, it was just, careful accounting or something like that. Something relating to accounting.
All I saw was extra money.
Yeah, that's kind of a relevant thing.
Oh good, it gave the proper one.
That's gonna save us a lot of time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just move over here, I guess. And I don't see any darker flooring. There. Alright, I guess we'd probably want to put something in there just as re-rollable for next time. We're singing this one, don't we? We do. Okay. Alrighty. Still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just making sure it wasn't my wireless crapping out on me.
Not this time, don't worry.
I'm used to having to worry. That's why I check.
I'm used to having the frozen stuff out on the side, but now that I think about it, why isn't it up front? Get out of the way, you! Oops, how embarrassing. I was letting them time out while we were just staring at the food.
Sounds like you might be getting a bit hungry from it too.
Seems that way.
Can't say as a blame you, these omelets do look really fucking good.
Poor customers staring at food that they're apparently not allowed to have, even though it is clearly their order.
You can't have it yet, sir. You're going to have to wait. And the time fast approaches. And you hear that sound like a distant rumble of thunder. It is upon us.
And here comes Dinner Rush.
Yep. That strange stampeding noise has arrived. I was gonna say, we could leave him a little while and I could put some more stuff through.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I didn't. Somehow I was drawing a blank there.
A little zoned out too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's see. Oh, well, I do have one solution to this.
Intentionally
Shall
set
we
everything
light-
on fire?
I was about to say, shall we set everything? Shall we burn it all to the ground for the insurance money?
And this particular game with some tax fraud, it sounds good to me.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Make sure there's flammable items.
Oh, there's plenty of flammable items. Aw, I can't throw out the plate. Oh well.
It's gonna all be burning anyways.
This is true.
Soon it shall burn like the brightest star. Oh, you're gonna
Now
burn
let's see if we
alright.
can get it to go far enough that it will actually get a customer. It doesn't seem to be jumping the wall.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. I tried to get the achievement for setting a customer on fire, but that was actually really hard to do. I basically had intentionally set a burning thing right next to them.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Yeah, we got what we needed.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the allow them to change their order thing. Nah. I'd say probably that. Unless you just want to scrap the whole thing for experience.
Yeah, we don't really have... Yeah, there's nothing particularly amazing here.
And the 50% more money is nice, but everything else is
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess there's nothing wrong with keeping it. We can always scrap it later, I guess.
This is true. So, brief snack break and then streets?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Alright. This is where it's going to be ending for... Or if you're watching the VOD on YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later. The rest of you will be back with the next game.